carries at the moment. Currently, MUKUMU Girls has 2,018 students in-house. These are boarders. We don't have very few day scholars, less than 10. The school has around how many teachers?
47.
It has 47 TSC employed teachers and 41 and 31 BOM teachers. This is an extra county school where we draw students from all over the country. You know, the ministry has placed certain percentiles when they are doing admissions. They say this percentage must come from the local community, this one must come from the county, this one must come from the other counties, according to that. Now, it was yesterday that I was also in Nairobi, by the way. I'm a lecturer at the University of Agriculture and Technology. I'm a senior lecturer there. And the area MP called me and told me there's an issue in the school. And when I tried to call the principal, she was in class, she would not respond. I think within a short time I managed to get means. I met her at around 3:30 in the evening. And she explained to me what was happening. There were some students who were feeling unwell. And she told us, I think they organized how these students can go and get treated at the General Hospital, that's Kakamega, and at MUKUMU Hospital. I think when students saw that others were being allowed to move, they also got some excitement because there was a bus they were using to ferry them to the hospital. So within a short time, you found the bus was nearly half full, just because they just wanted to go and have a feel. But that one was managed. I think when it was brought to the notice of the principal, she brought in some controls and the issue was managed. However, those who were feeling unwell, they were taken to Kakamega Hospital. Were they 15 who were diagnosed? And they were found to have, a few were found to have some malaria. I think the deputy, she has the record, she will explain to you further what that position was. And since then, immediately we did that, there was some communication already in the media. From the county office, I think there was a communication officer who reported that we had 72 students admitted at the hospital. We cannot establish the source of that information, because even up to now, we don't have 72 at neither at MUKUMU Hospital or at the General Hospital. The deputy principal is in charge of students. I think he will explain to you the ratio. We called the public health people. We took them around the stores, the hostels, the classrooms, and even where students feed. In fact, they were surprised to find the students were having a counseling session from force. And when the deputy principal tried to analyze the trend, she established that most of the complaints had come from Form 1s and Form 2s. These are students who are well fed. These are students who have no medical history, that who has a problem with medicine. So the few who are taken to school were actually attended to, and some of them are back. We have had a lot of visitors over the same. I think we want to thank our Director of Education. He sent his team here. They were here yesterday. The sub-county director was also in this morning. The public health people have been around. They have collected samples of water, which they are going to test. One of you has raised an issue, that this issue has been coming up on and off. I think you have also raised the same. Yeah, you see, when we have these rains, we are just recovering from a dry spell. January, in fact, January to February has been very, very dry. And the only thing we have realized, and which we are going to act as a board, is that most of our students don't use the mosquito nets. Because majority of those who are tested, a few came up with positive malaria. The issue about water, I think we have been managing it, and at no time have we sent students to the river to collect water. It has never happened. even I can allow you to come here for 24 hours, you monitor at the gate without our notice to see if that happens. We have never. If there is anything that we are more concerned is the water. As a board, that is the first bill we pay. Currently, we don't have any bills with the water company because we know the sensitivity of that issue. So I think I've talked much. I have a full team, and each team may have a different perception, maybe on the approach that we have had. You asked about the number of students. The second question, the third question was what?
Maybe the initial number of students who actually.
We have a deputy principal who manages that, and he has records and the information.
My name is Claire Shundu. I'm the acting deputy principal in charge of administration.
Yes,
I'm Claire Shundu, the acting deputy principal in charge of administration. And actually the 6 students I manage them in my office. So regarding what happened yesterday, we sent 111 girls to the county hospital to be diagnosed because some of them were complaining of feeling they had headache, others were feverish, others were complaining of body ache, joint pains, and a few were talking about the stomach ache. Some had been tested in our sick bay, but the results were negative. Some had been taken to MUKUMU for the same testing, it was negative. So we took them to the county hospital for further diagnosis. So out of 111, only 15 were admitted, and out of the 15, only 2 had malaria. The rest that were admitted had at least slightly higher fever with the same joint pain symptoms. The rest were tested, diagnosed, and sent back to school because the results came out, they did not have anything on them. So they were given painkillers and some antibiotics that they are taking. So when you saw them go back today, because yesterday the NHIS system was low, usually we have the student cover whereby they are treated for free, but they're supposed to use their thumb. So yesterday their system was low, and that's why today you see them going to redo just the thumb and come back to school.
So the girls who were living in this.
Those who went to the hospital were being ferried by the school van in the company of, we have a few teachers with them. At the same time, we have parents who are coming in to pick their students to take them for further check-up and diagnosis. If a student now complains of having all these symptoms and there's nothing found on them, what do? We call in the parent to come in and take them to another alternative health facility to be checked, to find out if what is wrong with them. So that's what we are doing. All the affected students, we are calling in their parents to come and pick them and take them home for treatment.
So far, how many have gone home?
As this morning, my report says 341 students are admitted.
Yeah?
341.
They have left.
Yeah, some not left. Most of them, we have called their parents to come and take them home. The only group that we have is the one at the county hospital. The ones in other facilities, the same parents are the ones who took them. We call them in to take their students simply because after half term, students reported on Monday, and the same Monday, I already had 2 girls who were sick in the sick bay. So we agreed with the principal, let them go back home because they said they were still on treatment. So we sent them home the following day to go be treated, get well before they come back to school. But now on Tuesday, when now majority came, my sick bay was almost full. So we called parents because as at now we didn't understand what is going on. Why are they coming to school, back to school sick, go back for treatment? So we've been calling parents, they've been taking their students back at home for treatment.
So as per your records, how many students went back home for treatment?
And that's why I'm giving you 341 in school.
Okay.
341 are not currently in school.
Yes.
And do we have some students at MUKUMU Hospital, Oasis, and the Kakamega General Hospital?
The ones in Oasis, other facilities, their parents have taken them there. The moment you give you your child, you can take them.
So they are part of 341.
Yes.
But maybe just a general question. These students come from different localities. It will be suspect if all the parents would just go to one hospital like Oasis. Maybe a parent will actually choose his or her hospital of choice. But we are reliably informed those students from school, they actually at Oasis, Kakabaiga General Hospital, and MUKUMU. Have you directed them there?
No.
Is it by coincidence?
No, it's not.
I think the choice of a hospital depends on the parent. Number two, the influx this morning, it will be because of you people. The way you have reported, parents have become very worried. Okay? Parents have become scared. If you are a parent in Nairobi or Mombasa or Kitale, you become worried. And you use the nearest neighbor, person to take that child to a facility. Because from what she has said, there are even parents who have not been called. But because of that fear, that anxiety, they have decided to come and assess the situation and make a decision.
Maybe Bwana Chair,
I was the chair by then also. It has a long history and explanation. What I would kindly request you is to do exactly what you have done. Come and get facts from the exact source. In fact, you know, the child who passed on was not in school. He was not in school. In fact, both, they were not in school. There was a case of clinical mismanagement. And even the parents consented to the idea. But if you come the way you have come, you establish facts, and then you report correctly, no parent will rush to the school to come and collect his or her child, because they are now relying on the media. Okay? So as you say, let the principal, maybe you have specifics for the principal, then let her also introduce herself and say something.